Hi everyone, it's Sandra, and today I'm feeling a little bit glamorous. So I'm going to be showing you how I have achieved this look. I've chosen a little bit more of a fall inspired lip, but I kept the fresh and glowy looking base that I've been loving this summer. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, just keep watching. I'm really embracing the glowy, natural looking base. Natural, but once you see the amount of product I've used, it's not so natural, but we're creating the illusion of a perfect luminous base. And in order to achieve that, I started off with the Becca First Light Priming Filter. This is one of my favorite everyday primers. It has a glorious light texture. It leaves my skin looking really luminous without feeling greasy or heavy. And on my eyelids, I use the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This has been my favorite eyeshadow primer for many, many years. In terms of foundation, I'm using a cult favorite. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is my second time owning this foundation. I did use it before a long time ago when dinosaurs roamed the earth. I think it was before beauty blenders were invented, so it was a long time ago, and my skin has changed, my taste in makeup has changed a lot since then, so I was super excited to have this in my makeup collection again, and I absolutely love it. I feel like now I understand what all the hype was about. When I was younger and I had really oily, really acne prone skin, I just gravitated towards full coverage matte foundations. This is the type of foundation that you reach for when you just want a luminous, fresh, youthful complexion. I love the way this looks on me right now. I also love the fact that they have extended the shade selection a couple of times since my first time trying this foundation. This is in the shade 3.5, and I think that if you have light to medium skin with a yellow undertone, shade 3.5 would be a good match. I wear shade 4.5 in the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Foundation. I started off using 2 pumps straight onto my beauty blender and concentrating on the areas of my skin where I needed the most coverage, which right now is my cheek area. Under the eyes, I used the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. For my stubborn blemish, I'm just taking some Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer, and I'm just dabbing on the spot with my ring finger. And I'm using the Becca Multitasking Powder in the shade Fair onto the area where I have concealed. In my last favorites video, I mentioned this blush. This is a Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge in shade Powder Pink. And I asked if some of you wanted to see how I use it, and a lot of you said yes, so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm just dipping the bottom of my beauty blender into the blush, and I just stamp the blush onto the apples of my cheeks, and I blend it out with my beauty blender. I find that doing this extreme smiley face helps lift my cheeks a little bit. It just helps your beauty blender find your cheeks. Now, if you feel like you've gone too far with the blush, you can always just take the other end of the beauty blender and just use whatever foundation's left on there to kind of tone down the blush. I'm just using the Terry Hyaluronic powder with a Wayne Goss Air Brush, because with this powder, you don't want to apply too much, because if you apply too much, it can make the skin look dry. For bronzer, I'm using the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronzer in the shade Tan. Still remains one of my favorites. I love the fact that this color works really well as a contour as well, so I call this a sculpting bronzer. I'm just going to do my eyebrows really quick with the NYX eyebrow pencil and the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. Starting off with my transition shade, it's going to be MAC Wedge Eyeshadow, and I'm just applying it in the crease, blending it outwards. Then with a more precise crease brush, I am taking this darker taupey shade from the Tom Ford Nude Dip palette, and I'm using this in the outer corner. On the rest of my eyelid, I'm using this Burberry Eye Color Cream in the shade Gold Copper. If you're a fan of Burberry Pale Barley, you will also love this. Definitely the type of color that is, it's very easy. This is like a my eyelids but better type of color. And I'm packing it on with a flat brush. When I use this by itself, I just use a MAC 217 brush and buff it all over the eye. Now I'm using the two darker shades from the Tom Ford Nude Dip palette, and I'm just mixing the shades together to smoke out my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take an angled brush, and I'm using, again, a mixture of the two shades, but focusing on more of the dark shade, and I'm going to use it as an eyeliner. And I'm going to slightly wing it out. Then I'm taking a Marc Jacobs highliner. This is the shade Earthquake. It's a very, very rich, dark matte brown. And I'm using this on my waterline, and I'm going to be tight lining with it as well. I'm also going to take the brown liner, just grazing the lash line with it. I'm just touching the base of my lashes with it, and then at the corner, at the outer corner, I'm just slowly feathering it in so that it blends with the shadow that we did in the corner. I'm going to curl my lashes, apply my mascara, and then we will do my favorite part. Moving on to lipstick, which is my favorite part of any look. I'm actually over the moon excited to collaborate with Giorgio Armani Beauty on this video to show you their latest lipstick launch. These are the absolutely stunning, the Ecstasy Shine lipsticks. There are 21 gorgeous shades available. I'll be showing you my 3 favorite shades. Out of the lipstick colors that I've tried, my personal favorites have been shade 300, which is called Play. It's a really beautiful, vibrant, orangey red. It just livens up the lips. It's so comfortable to wear, and it has a really gorgeous high sheen finish. I'm also a big fan of the shade 400. 400 is the classic red in Armani's lineup. I think it's such a glamorous color, especially with this beautiful glossy finish of the Ecstasy Shine lipstick formula. Either of those work really beautifully with this look, but there's a very special place in my heart for this particular shade, and this is the shade 200. It's called Silencio, and it is a brown with a really beautiful mauve undertone borderline on taupe. I'm just lining my lips a little bit with the Giorgio Armani Smooth Silk Lip Pencil in shade number 12. As you can tell, this is very well loved. You can just use your favorite nude lip liner for this look, but I find something with more of a mauvey undertone works best with this color. This is such a gorgeous, darker My Lips But Better color. It's perfect as we are leading up to fall. This formula is incredibly, incredibly comfortable. It actually feels like a hydrating lip balm on the lip. I'm absolutely loving it, and I know you will too, so make sure you check them out. Later on in September, they will be available more widely at Sephora, Nordstrom, or Renfrew, all the high-end department stores where Armani Beauty is usually sold. But if you want an early sneak peek, you can order them on the Giorgio Armani website right now. I'll be sure to link to them below. Definitely check them out. The color selection is beautiful, and the formula is heavenly. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the description box below for all the info that you need. I will also link all the tools that I have used in this video. I do get a lot of questions about what brushes I use and stuff like that. So I'll be sure to list everything below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.